Now let's welcome in our visiting Dartmouth Indians, led by head coach Brian Gelber. Junior forward, number 3, Kaylin Zuber. Junior guard, number 11, Lily Ganji. Senior forward, captain number 4, Catherine Sullivan. Senior guard, captain number 5, Remy Barber. And senior guard, captain number 10, Catherine Cheesebro. PR fans, put them together, welcoming in your PR starting 5. Junior forward, number 32, Cam Strandberg. Senior forward, number 24, Jenna Michintono. Senior forward, captain number 14, Olivia Roy. Senior guard, captain number 4, Libby Cronin. And senior guard, captain number 22, Brenna Woodbury.
Good evening and welcome to Monty Gymnasium here at Bridgewater-Raynham Regional High School as the BR Trojans host the Dartmouth Indians. John Luck with Skip Crossman. These two teams coming into tonight's matchup coming in with a combined record of 11-2. Dartmouth 6-0. Meanwhile, BR coming off of a loss to St. Mary's on Tuesday night, 55-48. So Skip, you can go ahead and say that this is a conference matchup, a top 15 matchup. But obviously a lot of the attention for the BR defense is going to be on Cat Cheesebro, number 10.
Well, BR and Dartmouth have had a history of in all sports, and it doesn't change when it comes to the ladies' side of the sports either. So we know Dartmouth coming in with a perfect record just is a little bit of a carrot on a stick for the Lady Trojans tonight.
You heard the starting lineups before we came on air, but just to go over them once again, Libby Cronin, Brenna Woodbury starting things off in the backcourt, Olivia Roy, Jenna Michintono, and Cam Strandberg up front for the BR Trojans. Meanwhile, for Dartmouth, of course, we mentioned Cheesebro, one of the 3 guards starting, Remy Barber, Lily Gangi, and then Kaylin Zuber and Catherine Sullivan, the 2 forwards, as we're off and running here at the Regional on a Friday night. Woodbury going inside to Strandberg, who has certainly seen a lot more offense coming her way this season as opposed to last year, but we knew last season that she was going to be a big part of this team here in 2025.
Yeah, she's active under the boards too, so let's see how it works out tonight.
Strandberg behind the arc finds Roy, guarded by Gangi. 3 on the way is going to be off the mark for Libby Cronin. Good rebound there, and Trojans will reset. Michintono will hit the 3 to get the scoring started for Bridgewater-Raynham.
Nice control of the boards offensively, and second chance points are going to make a difference tonight.
Looking to match in doing so is Remy Barber from the far side. And of course, the question for Dartmouth is who can help Cheesebro score, because Cheesebro is coming into tonight's matchup averaging about 24 points a game. You go around the rest of the scoring column, and I believe the next highest scorer is probably about 11 or 12 points, if that.
Not a lot of supporting characters out there tonight.
Cheesebro to the near side and Gangi. Barber at the top. Gangi gets it back, lets a 3 fly out the front of the rim. Cheeseborough drawing 2 defenders. Find Gangi on the near side for the triple. Too strong there once again.
Nice rebound there by Brenda Woodbury.
Three won't go for Cronin. Just inside the three-point line, off the mark. Strandberg going for the second effort, and she will go to the line.
I mean, it tells you when you get 3 chances at shots because of rebounding, bodes well for the Lady Trojans.
Strandberg had 21 and 7 on Tuesday night against St. Mary's, and it's both free throws here to make it a 5-3 advantage just about 2 minutes in.
Both of those shots were pure net. Nothing, didn't even touch the rim.
Cheeseborough back to Barber, going inside and going to the floor.
Nice movement by Libby Cronin there.
Just looking at the stats for this BR Trojans basketball team, a number of players with 3 blocks in the game, a couple of them with 3 or 4 steals a game. That just shows you the defensive intensity that you see Cheryl Seavey trying to implore to her team here.
Cheryl Seavey's teams are hallmark. They work hard, they rebound, and they don't give away a lot of easy points. You have to work for your points here.
This is Kaylin Zuber going to the line to shoot 2.
Olivia Roy's first. Perfect from the free throw line tonight, both teams.
Dartmouth pretty much blown out their opposition all season long here. So how important is it for BR to keep things close in this first quarter to try and maybe test out Dartmouth's defense and how long they can play such tough defense?
Yeah, see how good their bench is too. In case one of the starters gets in any kind of foul trouble, see what they've got. Traveling call on Strandberg.
It's like a 3-2 zone here for BR defensively. Cheeseborough going by Cronin over Michantuono. Count it, and 1 for the senior.
So Michantuono with her first foul.
We're over 1,400 points in her career here for Dartmouth in her senior season. Will give the Indians a 3-point lead, 8-5. Very surprising to find out she's actually not going to play college basketball after this season.
Oh.
Essentially calling it a basketball career in terms of high-level hoops. Cronin for 3. Her third attempt is her first made three-pointer, and we're tied at 8.
Yeah, the Lady Trojans aren't shy about shooting. That's good.
They hit 9 3-point shots against Drake last week.
Nice rebound by Libby Cronin.
Cronin going inside the paint, finds Woodbury.
That's a set of
Baseline.
pick.
Baseline drive, gets fouled, I believe, by Barber.
It looks like 5. Remy Barber's going to call for the push. Attempted steal there by the Lady Indians. BR controls.
Corey's pass gets knocked away by Zuber, taking it back the other way, looking for the contact, but she'll get the 2 instead. 7 early points for Kaylin Zuber halfway through this first quarter. Roy again going to the baseline here, trying to create some space between a couple of defenders. Finds Strandberg. Off the back iron, gets her own rebound. There's that height advantage coming in for number 32. The foul's going to be on the floor. We'll call Sullivan for the foul. And we get our first subs of the night here. It's Lila Plansky and Ali Pizawicz checking in for Cronin and Michintuono.
No changes for the Lady Indians. They remain the same 5. Getting a little aggressive there. Zuber called for the hand.
I almost wonder if maybe the goal for Strandberg is to try and make her feel a little uncomfortable when she's getting those inbound passes. It may be playing a little bit more physical.
Yeah, that pass wasn't a great pass to begin with, and Zuber just wasn't going to back off.
Cronin trying another triple. Misses the mark, and Cheeseborough gets the board. Wide open, three's going to be short. As that was number 11, Gangi, with the missed 3. Coming up on 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. BR down by 2, 10-8. And again, a lot of these shots are off the back iron, so here's Strandberg getting the loose ball in the deuce. She has 4 here in the first.
She's been hustling all around the rim.
Barber back for Zuber. This is everything.
She was short last time. This time she went long.
I could be wrong, but I don't think Cheeseborough's attempted a shot here in the first quarter.
I haven't seen it.
Here's Cronin taking on the 2 defenders, and she'll get the harm. Foul's going to go on Catherine Sullivan, her second. First sub for Dartmouth coming in. That's number 13, Olivia Faria, for Sullivan, who has 2 fouls.
Cronin gets the second. Trojans up 11-10 with 2:20 to go.
Kate Lambert checking in for Cronin. Nice pass inside for Cheeseborough off the bottom of the backboard. Polanski back the other way. Woodbury the drive, the bank. Brenna Woodbury forcing a timeout called by Brian Jalbert.
Trojans up by 3, 13 to 10.
A quick 5-0 burst by BR here with 1:55 to go. Trojans up by 3, 13-10.
Jalbert putting some pen to paper there to the board, trying to come up with a play here. It's a closely competed game, very tight defense on both teams, and right now, the Lady Indians have one of their starters in foul trouble. BR, if I'm right, only has 2 fouls in the first 6.5 minutes of almost 7 minutes of the game.
Well, we talked before the game, the fact that BR actually had a couple times this season where they allowed 6 points in a half. So we know that this defense can certainly clamp down, obviously, against someone like Cheeseborough and some of these other scores for Dartmouth. That's going to be hard to do, but they've also had runs this season of 18-2, 18-6. I mean, those runs have been up there, so certainly Jalbert saw the writing on the wall with that 5-0 run in about 30 seconds.
I didn't want to let it get out of hand.
Cheeseborough Some nice rotation here by Dartmouth.
Jeez.
Results in a 3 that misses everything. Put back will go for Zuber.
Number 3, Taylor Zuber, basket count. Foul called on number 10. Kate Lambert.
Lambert's first.
Kate Lambert's first of the night. Just the 3rd team foul.
Strandberg with the rebound.
Woodbury gets the screen from Strandberg. Strandberg in the paint takes on 3 defenders. Lambert misses the 3 off the mark, and 2 BR players going for it.
They both collide.
Peatswich and Polanski.
Give the advantage to the Lady Indians on that one. I'm impressed with Strandberg. She's active all around the net, offense and defense.
Cheesebro gets it back. To Barber.
They'll test their outside shooting tonight.
As I mentioned, the steal totals for this BR defense, very impressive here. So perhaps Dartmouth maybe getting the memo coming into this matchup. Rolling off the iron for Peatswich. Thought for a second that was going to hit number 5, Barber, in the back of the head. Again, 2-3 zone here by the Lady Trojans. It'll stay Dartmouth ball with 30 seconds to go, so the shot clock turned off. Lindsay Barber checking in for Dartmouth, coming in for Gangi for the final 30 seconds.
Nice hustle by Lily Gangi on that play to maintain possession for the Lady Indians.
Again, Dartmouth can hold on for the last shot of the quarter.
Nice
Knocked
play.
away by Woodbury. Strandberg coming up with the turnover.
Nice defensive play by Brenda Woodbury.
Polanski guarded by Barber. Knocked away with 3 seconds to go. And time will run out. But at the end of 8 minutes here at the regional, it's BR up by 1, 13-12 here in this top 15 matchup.
I'm impressed so far, John.
I think a lot of people had it a 1-point game probably after 1 quarter of play here, because these 2 teams, like you mentioned, a lot of familiarity with each other. But these 2 teams definitely have players that can compete at a high level. Very surprising. Cheeseboro hasn't seen the scoring column here in the first quarter. Strandberg, I have her down for 4 points. I could be wrong there, but it seems like for BR, it's more distribution in the shots. And for Dartmouth, it's trying to find an option when number 10 can't get the ball and can't get those scoring opportunities.
I only have 4 of the Lady Trojans scoring, but definitely you're right, John. The ball distribution has been enormous. You know, 5 players starting and 5 subs coming in, and the number of passes on each offensive possession is impressive.
Cronin, Woodbury, Strandberg, Michintuono, and Roy. So the starting 5 back out for BR to open up the second quarter.
Yeah, why not? There's no foul trouble. Put your status back out there. Little push there.
Moving screen called on Roy. Actually look back at the referee. So that'll be Roy's second foul.
They almost had that as a Dartmouth foul.
Again, the zone defense for BR, and again, the turnover for Dartmouth against that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, 1 pass. Lady going south and the ball went north.
So far, we've seen a couple turnovers for Dartmouth and a pass that almost took off a teammate's head for the Indians. Knocked away with 7:22 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Michintuono there going for that pass, had 2 covered front and back. by Lady Indians.
Cronin back to Woodbury. On the drive. Mission Toronto has the space for a long two.
Mitchell Toto for two.
Long two is right. So the Lady Trojans break scoring in the second period.
Inside Cheeseborough, who's in the middle of all 5 defenders.
Yeah, she's been active.
As you can hear the drums from the band across the court. Stands are full tonight here at the regional. Both fans from Dartmouth and BR. Cheeseborough gets her first points of the evening. As I mentioned, coming into tonight, Cheeseborough averaging just under 24 a game. Gets her first 2 of the night. Polanski steps into the 2.
Nice stop. Set her feet. Shot about a 14-footer. Nice shot.
Back to Lindsay Barber. And Woodbury coming back the other way.
Strandberg, nice play. Get Cheeseborough with over the back on that one.
Foul called on number 10.
Almost feels like BR is trying to play Dartmouth bluff here. And saying, you know what, you want to get the ball to Strandberg, we're going to play physical.
Yeah, we're going to make her work for her points.
Strandberg 5 games this season and double figures.
Perfect from the line tonight. 4 for 4. Trojans opened up to a 5-point advantage, 19-14 with 5:55 to go.
A 6-1 run to start, excuse me, a 6-2 run to start the second quarter.
Oh, friendly roll. Cheeseborough's second points of the night.
Back in the spring, Cheeseborough was named the Girls Basketball Player of the Year by 4D Sports Talk. I make sure I got that plug in to make host Dominic Damiano happy. Strandberg matched up with Cheeseborough. One-on-one on the drive.
She's a little too deep for a shot. At the bottom of the backboard.
First 3 attempt of the night for Cheeseborough, off the mark. Offensive board for Faria, doesn't go. Was looking for the foul, but
Mission Toronto there. It's some nice tight defense there. Thought there might have been a foul. Ooh. A bit too strong on the pass. I think she's leading Herbie Cronin.
Cheeseborough, the drive. I think the worst thing for BR was Cheeseborough seeing that ball go through the hoop, because things like that are bound to happen. As she goes to the line for the and one.
Woodbury's first.
Cheeseborough had 36 points against Greater New Bedford earlier this season. Also had a 29-point showing a couple times against Apponequet and Barnstable. And we're all tied up at 19. And interesting, Dartmouth calls a timeout after that,
run.
and one.
Yeah, you wonder if he's trying to get subs in. I don't know. I mean, they were handling, they were moving, they're finally getting into an offensive rhythm, and all of a sudden he calls a timeout.
Meanwhile, for Cheryl Seavey, we did see some difficulties getting the ball into that offensive zone. We saw Polanski throw the ball away that ended up being that and one for Cheeseborough. But the second half offensively for the Trojans has been a little clunky, to say the least.
Cheryl Seavey's talking to the starters, coming over some defensive positions. Maybe to try to draw the foul, I don't know. Or maybe to get themselves in a better shooting posture.
With 4:42, we're knotted up at 19 here between Bridgewater-Raynham and Dartmouth, both teams in the Boston Globe's top 15 this week. Dartmouth at number 10 and BR at number 12.
It's a nice matchup tonight.
Polanski back to Strandberg. Over a couple defenders, too strong there.
Turner's shot a little bit too strong off the backboard.
Here's Zuber. Not sure that was a pass, but it'll do. Cheesebro short on the three with a couple defenders coming her way. And
two lady Indians fighting for the ball, knocked it out of bounds. Bridgewater-Raynham will bring it up with 4:10 to go.
One-on-one defense here by Dartmouth. Woodbury stepping on the gas, but too strong. Skylar Floyd checked in at the timeout. So maybe that was the substitution that you were talking about for Jalbert.
Nice hustle.
Back to Cheesebro. Didn't have a defender. Misses the three, and nice handle. Bodies
Nice
flying
save,
all
nice save,
around.
but Brenner Woodbury, unfortunately, Dartmouth picked it up.
Back to Floyd, hits the three. As the Dartmouth contingent getting behind their team, who takes a 3-point lead. Woodbury looking to match, but doesn't. Going inside 3 minutes here at the regional in the first half.
Nice intercept by Bridgewater-Raynham. And Lily Ganji a little bit too active under the call for the foul. Her second personal. Looks like it's going to be the matchup all night, Strandberg and Cheesebro.
Polanski, a deep three, goes over everything into the hands of Zuber, taking it back the other way for Dartmouth. Underneath won't go. And Cheesebro takes another trip to the free throw line.
Strandberg called. Her first. Team sixth. Cheesebro missed the first.
Cheesebro's played this entire first half. Still 2:21 to go and a 4-point lead for Dartmouth.
Lady Trojans have missed their last three shots.
Michintuono, call for the steps.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. Kind of led her right into the basket. She had no place to go in, but she had to put the ball down to the court to avoid the travel, and she had two defenders on her.
Almost feels like that's no man's land when you go right underneath the backboard.
Right.
Stop and go! Results in the and one. Cheesebro thought she was going to get called for the offensive foul. But instead, she'll go to the line, and Strandberg gets her second foul, and that's really important here since that was kind of that big matchup we were talking about.
Right.
Number 25, Sydney White, going to check in at the next stoppage here, I'd imagine, for number 32.
Lady Trojans have gone five times up court with no points. They got to work here.
Polanski, the drive, knocked away by Cheesebro. The transition offense for Dartmouth has been killing BR's defense, and Cheryl Seavey will call a timeout, and I'd imagine that's what she's going to say. Turnovers are killing us in the transition game.
In the last 3 minutes, the Lady Indians have outscored the Lady Trojans 9-0. They're in a 9-0 run. It was 19-19 with 4:42.
Early on, we saw that BR was just turning into a three-point happy team, and when threes don't fall, a team, I feel like, kind of gets thrown off, like, oh no, what are we going to do for plan B and plan C here?
They were working the ball into the basket with a lot of passes, 2 or 3 touches every time up court. So don't change that part of your offense. Continue to do it because, you know, when you did that, you had a lot of the Lady Indians in foul trouble. If two Lady Indians have 2 fouls on them as a result of your aggressive offense. So setting back into that 3-point zone, and, you know, is probably not hasn't worked well so far. Let's put it this way: they've been outscored in the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds by a 9-0 run.
And out of those 9 points, I wonder how many of those points were in transition, because you think about the first quarter, BR had that set 2-3 zone defense, and that was killing Dartmouth, and they couldn't get Cheeseboro the ball. But she goes in to transition, goes the other way where BR can't set up defensively. That gives her an open look at the basket.
I thought three of the scores came off transition points.
This time off the front of the iron for Mitch and Tuono. And the 3 won't fall that time. Physical play here by both teams. Lambert inside to Mitch and Tuono.
Chesbro still in the game, hasn't come out.
Allie Pietowicz going to the line with 59.6. And her team down by 9.
To stop the 9-0 run of the Lady Indians.
28-21 as we hit 53 seconds to go in the first half. Barber gets it back. This time has a nice look at the triple that goes off the side of the rim.
Boy, when those 3-point shots are off, they're off. Some not even touching the backboard or the rim.
I have to wonder if that was an attempt in high school basketball at a 2-for-1 opportunity, because now, barring the offensive rebound, Dartmouth should have the last shot here. Call a foul on Skylar Floyd.
Her second.
One of 5 sophomores for Brian Jalbert's undefeated Dartmouth team. 4th team foul. Both teams have 4 fouls here in the second quarter. Shot clock is turned off with that foul, so BR can hold on for the last shot. Foul again on Floyd. Not sure what happened there, as Zuber was the player that fell.
He had called a foul on Skylar Floyd, her third, 2 on that same trip down court. The Alberts out there looking for a foul on BR. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't think any of the refs were looking. One of the refs was reporting a foul. What is he asking her? Did you foul somebody? Oh, she's asking who's shooting.
So I mean, we don't have any communication here, so I'm guessing it's a technical foul.
Yeah.
Just in full transparency, obviously we don't have our truck presentations, we don't have the live replay, but I believe we do have replays of what happened. But just looking at the scoreboard here, a 5-point lead now after Lambert hits what we believe was the technical free throws.
And we have Mission Toronto picking up her second foul on that. But she wasn't the foul. She wasn't fouled. Oh, this technical again.
So
the girl that went to the floor was number 5. Why isn't she shooting?
unless the thought was if it, we're not,
I have no
fluent
idea.
in the rule book or anything,
Well,
but yeah,
they
now we
called
see
the foul in Mission Toronto.
now we see Zuber coming back. So I think this is just a straight up foul, and whatever happened after that was the technical foul.
Yeah.
So these are the regular free throws for Kaylin Zuber. So at the end of the day, this could end up just being a wash in the scoreboard game. Zuber again falling to the floor. Got a jump ball, will stay with Dartmouth, and they got 10.4 to get the shot off here. Quite the final minute.
Having a little talk to the ladies on the court.
So I could read the referee's name or words basically saying, we're not going to take any more of this, and if we see it, we're just going to keep calling techs. And that's the last thing either coach needs.
Steve.
She's
Don't
broke.
let her get a shot off. Don't let her get the shot off.
Quite the end of the first half as Dartmouth goes into the halftime break up by 6. And Skip, I have to wonder how these two teams take what we saw at the final 30 seconds of the first half here into the second half, or if we see any sort of carryover.
I don't think we'll have any. I mean, I think what we're going to see is a couple of people being pretty tired, having Chesbrough being out of the floor the whole first half. We have a couple of Lady Trojans with 2 fouls, Mission Toronto and Strandberg and Woodbury. So those are key people because they're starters. There's 2 starters on the Dartmouth side have 2 fouls, and the number 1 lady off the bench, Skylar Floyd, has 3. So it's going to limit the substitutions, or going to limit the playing time in the second half for some of those players.
So we will take a break here at the half. Dartmouth up by 6 in a top 15 battle here at the regional. We have second half action coming up here on BTV after this.
Welcome back, buddy. Okay, let's roll. Hey, you hear that? There's a truck back there. Hey, whoa, stop! Watch the paint. Oh, man. On your right. On your right.
Your car is talking. Are you listening? Find out more about new safety technologies at mycardoeswhat.org.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
The BR Trojans host the Dartmouth Indians.
Yeah, motivated on focus. Came a long way from the lowest. Yeah, gotta get it the mindset, gotta put it in motion. Yeah, this is the moment. Gotta one on my opponent. Back then they ain't noticed me, now they know it's me. I'm the chosen. It's my time, yeah, I put that on Bible. No excuses, gotta get to the final. Take all of my idols and turn them to rivals. It's all or nothing, man, the trophy is vital. Game time, bet I'm coming in clutch. No hang time, man, they can't keep up. The game's on the line, seconds on the time. Who can't fight? It's gotta be us. Better under pressure, go ahead and let it fall on me. I'm destined for it all, you better call on me. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Pain, it done made me to a monster.
Back here at the regional as BR currently down by 6 points, 29-23 to the Dartmouth Indians. John Luck along with Skip Crossman, who made his way back from the scorer's table and has some of the numbers for us.
Yeah, you know, the Dartmouth Indians scored 17 points in the second period. 13 of those attributed to Catherine Chesbrough. She's got 16 to lead all scorers in the game. The second leading scorer on the Lady Indians was Caitlin Zuber with 7. Bridgewater-Raynham, seven different players have scored. Leading scorer so far is Camden Strandberg with 6.
Cronin looking to open the score book here in the second half, and it's Roy getting called for the foul. And that's important. That's her third foul. And she's had a hard time getting things going here in this game as she's been collecting these fouls pretty quickly here.
Yeah, not collecting any points, so see if her fortunes could change.
Cheesebro gets the screen, and the three will roll off the rim.
I was talking to John Gallagher coming out of the halftime locker room. If anything, foreboding, Chesbrough had 41 points in the game here last year.
Short on the attempt.
Sullivan with the rebound. Ball thrown out of bounds.
And it looked like in the first quarter, the goal for Dartmouth was try and find some other way to get the score going here, or scoring going, without Cheesebro's contributions. And at some point, she just said, okay, I'll just take this on my own.
Yeah, I mean, the Dartmouth Indians scored 12 points in the first half, 3 of which attributed to Catherine Chesbrough. So, you know, 3 other players contributed in the first quarter.
Cronin too strong into the hands of Gangi. Cheesebro threaded the needle. Nice pass. Paint ends up in the hands of Cronin with a minute and a half gone here in the second half. Strandberg, the drive.
A little elbow there.
Cheesebro has it knocked away into the hands of Woodbury. Nice bounce pass for Roy, but Roy was a little too ahead of the play as that gets thrown out of bounds. And you can see the frustration starting to set in a little bit here.
Yeah,
for Roy.
you could see under that basket last time, Strandberg was fouled by one of the 2 Dartmouth players, and going back up, she gave a little bit of an elbow to the. Luckily, the referee didn't see it, thought it was incidental contact or something. Didn't call a foul anyway.
We've seen this one-on-one matchup between Cheesebro and Strandberg all night long. Strandberg does have a couple fouls. These 2 teams again trying to feel things out here to open up the third quarter. As I say that, that's number 3, Kaylin Zuber, banking it home. Cheesebro's turn to guard. Woodbury off the stop and go, finds Roy along the baseline. Sullivan collects the board.
So the hallmark of the first quarter for the Lady Trojans, they were getting offensive and defensive rebounds. Not so starting the second half.
And Sullivan will go to the line, fouled by, I believe they're going to call it on Woodbury.
Good thing. That'll be her second. I should say when I was coaching, if the ball doesn't go in the free throw, it must not have been a foul. No, there was definitely a foul.
I think the younger generation just says ball don't lie. So 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. BR still searching for the first points of the half. Down by 8.
Woodbury had the ball tipped away. She recovers.
Good defense here by Barber. Cronin missed the three again. PR having a hard time getting those threes to fall.
Gonna push.
Foul's going on Zuber. That'll be her second here this evening. BR beats the press. Strandberg over everything again. A three on the way. Missing the target is Gangy.
Missing everything. Missed the backboard rim and net.
Just 2 points in this half, and
it's not for lack of shooting, because there have been several shots.
so we had one referee calling for a jump ball, but then another referee overruled it, saying a timeout for BR with 4:07 to go.
Well, originally the referee in that corner had a foul. So I guess from an Indian standpoint, you'd rather take the timeout. From a Lady Trojan standpoint, I'd rather have the foul.
Give credit to this referee crew. They certainly had their hands full here tonight. Go back to the last couple minutes of the first half where things got a little clunky there, and we had free throws and technicals to go around. But I think maybe it's almost a bit of frustration here for both sides. The fact that we're almost halfway through this third quarter and we've only had one made field goal.
Yeah, and it's not from lack of shooting.
Right.
BR has had at least 4 shots, and the Lady Indians have had at least 2 that have missed. Good news is it's Bridgewater-Raynham ball. They'll bring it up. It's 4:04 in the period.
Pisewicz, Neshintuono, Polanski, and Strandberg out there along with Woodbury for BR.
Barber just stole the ball away from Woodbury there. She exposed it, she took it.
Cheeseborough off the stop and go, adding to her point total here in this one. It was slow to start, but now she's starting to click.
She's got 18 in the game.
Polanski, here's a 3. Off the back iron, collected by Cheeseborough.
The Lady Trojans have just had a streak here. I have 7 shots. Cheeseborough can't miss.
A bad combination for Trojans fans. The home team not scoring and Cheeseborough continuing to get things going here. Another game over 20 points, or I believe she's right at 20 now. Foul going on Cheeseborough. come out, and Floyd will come in. Skylar Floyd, big contributor from the bench for Dartmouth. Quick three. It's almost like there's a lid on the basket at this point, but still BR only down by 12 when you consider they've gone over 5 minutes without scoring. Cheesebro getting the offensive board, 22 for the senior.
An 8-0 run to start the second half. Cheesebro. It's her third. Not that you want any bad luck or any misfortune for anybody, but as soon as she can come up with 5, the happier I'll be.
Screen, a hard screen there as Woodbury misses the 3. Again, players going to the ground, no call yet. Have all of that, a travel is called. Cheesebro with 3 fouls. You had a turnover by Dartmouth. If BR can score here, you have to start thinking they feel pretty good about themselves. Polanski waits for a defender to go by, pass to Piecewicz off the front of the rim. Coming up with a loose ball is Woodbury, down to 1:50 to go in the third quarter.
Back up strong.
Here's Polanski. I believe this is like the 5th shot of this possession. Ball will go out, stays with BR. 1:37 to go as they've missed at least 4 or 5 straight shots just on this end of the floor on this trip.
On this trip, four shots.
Inside to Strandberg. Comes up short, gets her own rebound through traffic, and a foul called. This is Cheesebro. This could be big. They'll get the foul on Zuber. As Brian Jalbert breathes a sigh of relief.
No, that would have been Cheesebro's 4th foul. Better for that. Camden Strandberg gets her first bucket of the second half. First BR points of the second half.
Piecewicz will check out, and Tessa Convent getting her first minutes of the night. Strandberg goes 2 for 2 at the line.
She's perfect for the night, 6 for 6.
Her team currently down by 12, 37-25. Minute 17 to go in the third. Between a couple of defenders, just throwing up a wild shot is Faria. It'll be BR basketball.
Tessa Convent into the game for Bridgewater-Raynham.
Even though BR went over 5 minutes without scoring, if they can get this to a 10-point contest or maybe a little closer, they'd have to feel pretty good about their chances as Strandberg makes it a 37-27 game. Cheesebro having a chat with the referee.
Yeah, Cheesebro can't go anything but vertical. She leans in, she's going to have her 4th foul.
Off the back iron, Strandberg, Cheesebro fighting for the ball. We'll get a jump ball called, and it'll stay with Dartmouth as the shot clock will be turned off. They got 27.2 left here in the third quarter. Floyd guarded by Polanski. Strandberg, Cheeseboro, one-on-one, 10 seconds to go in the third.
Holding for the last shot at 7 seconds.
Bounce pass taken away by Strandberg and a foul. A worst case scenario for Dartmouth with 4.1 to go in the third. A foul going on Zuber. That'll be her fourth.
Hope that wasn't somebody in the band.
Might get a failing grade for the night if they did that. It is good to see both sides showing out strong here for fan support as Strandberg continues her perfect night at the charity stripe. 4.1 to go.
8 for 8 from the foul line.
Cheeseboro, 1 second to go at the buzzer. Foul right before the buzzer. And that was a 3. Polanski trying to say that it was the ball, but Cheeseboro a chance here to close things out with some clutch free throws.
What did I say?
It was something a little more wordy than ball don't lie, but.
Is that Polanski's first foul?
That is.
Luckily it wasn't a Strandberg.
Now you can see the worry over Strandberg's face when the foul was called. And at the end of things, it's a 39-29 game with Dartmouth in front. BR's coaching staff trying to say that there was some time left on the clock, but if anything, there might have been 0.1 or 2, definitely not enough time for a shot. My math's right, that's a 10-6 third
run.
quarter?
Right, 10-6. It was a 29-23 at halftime score. So now a 29-39 score. Trojans did well to get back in it because with 3 minutes to go in the period, they hadn't scored a point. So they come up and get 6.
And at the free throw line too, you know, a lot of people will say, you know what, that's just 1 or 2 free throws, but at the end of the day, if you can continue racking up the free throws, you're getting somebody in foul trouble and maybe creating a better defense to look at in the fourth quarter.
If I have it right, Skylar Floyd has 3, and Kaylin Zuber has 4.
Cheeseboro has 3 as well.
Cheeseboro has 3, and Catherine Sullivan has 3. So a number of Lady Indians with potential foul trouble.
Strandberg back out to Roy. Comes up short.
Nice hustle down court, all the Lady Trojans in place.
Cheeseboro stepping into the triple. There is no stopping Catherine Cheeseboro tonight.
She's on fire.
Another turnover. Cheeseboro on the drive again, but it rolls off the iron into the hands of Roy. Cronin guarded by Cheeseboro. 3 by Mitchentuono will be short.
You wonder why Skylar Floyd has 3 fouls, because she's pushing and shoving all the way up the court. She is, you know, from a BR standpoint, she's becoming annoying, but she's been effective so far.
Cheeseboro got the quick screen. Here's Faria. This is the mid-range.
Jump ball position, Indians.
Jump ball will stay with the Indians coming up on about 90 seconds gone in the fourth quarter.
Kevin Sullivan tied up Olivia Roy there to force the jump ball, force the out of bounds.
And foul on Woodbury going to be called.
That looked like a ticky-tack foul to me.
Polanski checks in for Cronin.
Brenda Woodbury's third foul.
Knocked away for the moment by Roy, who takes himself out of the play. 5 on 4 for Dartmouth. Cheesebro short on a 3, and she was fouled. Was that on Strandberg? That is the case.
That's her third.
Still amazing to think that Cheesebro isn't going to continue playing basketball into the next level here, calling it a career at the end of this year, scoring over 1,400 points coming into tonight. Think about just the shot profile she has and getting things done at the free throw line.
Sydney White checks in for the Lady Trojans.
2 for 3 at the free throw line for Cheesebro on that trip, inflating the lead to 15. Nice crossover by Woodbury. Strandberg going to be fouled by, I believe that's Faria.
Who's that on, number who? 13?
Tipped in the hands of Woodbury. Good defense by Barber. Woodbury comes up short. Only 6 points scored in this half for Bridgewater-Raynham. Earlier in the game, I talked about how BR did a good job allowing 6 points and a half. Now the shoe is on the other foot as of this moment. And Cheryl Seavey will call a timeout with 5:52 to go. And her Lady Trojans down 44-29. And you think about the success for Bridgewater-Raynham going back, a number of years here, being in the state championship tournament talks and being in the Final Four, Final 8. If they continue to fall short here tonight and lose this game, that's a 2-game losing streak. I mean, that hasn't been seen in a long time here when we talk about this basketball squad.
No, you're right. It's not part of the plan to have 2 losses in a row. So see how if they're down by 15 points with 5:52 to go, doesn't look great. But then again, 3-pointers can be the great equalizer pretty quickly.
Well, of course, you do have to credit Dartmouth and the job they did. It was a difficult first quarter for the Indians, but stepping on the gas and getting number 10 the ball and getting out of the way is certainly almost an ace in the hole if you're Brian Jalbert.
Well, Cheeseboro's she's the whole show for the Indians. She scored 13 of their 15 points. And the Lady Trojans are just having trouble connecting.
At times it's almost like watching a Celtics game and seeing a team just settle for a 3 instead of trying to get the ball inside, throw off the defense, and try and force their way to the line and get the points going. Here's Faria. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Inside to Sullivan. That's going to be blocked by Ashley Varnum. checking in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, she, a couple of subs, Sydney White, Varnum, and Convent came in the second half. Trojans with 4:58, chasing 15.
Strandberg gets one to bank in. Finally, a three-pointer will fall for BR with 4:48 to go in the fourth. Dartmouth had numbers back the other way, and Cheeseboro again going to the line. He said last year, I believe it was against BR, Cheeseboro had a 40-point game.
Yeah, that's what John Gallagher, the assistant coach, said. And I told him that Cheeseboro had 16 in the first half.
Brian Jalbert will call a timeout with his team currently up by 14, 4:43 to go.
Right now, Catherine Cheeseboro's unofficially 31 points in the night, 15 in the second half, with 4:43 to go. So
Think about just the point total she had coming into this game. 22 against Bishop Stang, 25 against Old Rochester, 29 against Apponequet, 24 against New Bedford, 36 against Greater New Bedford, and 29 against Barnstable.
if you see anything, you see some consistency in scoring. It says something when she scored 31 of their 46 points.
And she's still on the floor. She's played this entire game.
Yeah, I mean, tells you she can ill afford to turn an ankle, or they could. The Indians can ill afford to lose her for any extended period of time. Off the steps.
Polanski slid that foot.
She just slid a little bit. I think she was in between driving to the basket and making a pass.
This is Zuber taking it up. Now Dartmouth's going to kill some clock.
That's all dribble. Dribble it out. Take your time.
.410 to go. Shot clock down to 10. Floyd just throwing it off the glass, hoping for the best. Here's Roy. She's been held scoreless tonight. Drive throwing up a prayer, and Strandberg will go to the line, looking to continue her impeccable night at the free throw line.
Angie, her third. Not going to say anything, Jonathan.
I feel like people might watch the game on mute so they don't hear us. They can watch it. Strandberg went 0 for 2, but gets one to bank in.
Good thing about it is we got points.
Knocked away by Roy, and they're going to call a foul.
Effort. Nice effort. Nice effort. You can't ever knock hustle.
Roy, a very talented defender for BR, had 3 steals earlier this year against Wellesley, 2 against Drake, and had 6 steals against Pentucket. The But she did get into early foul trouble, which that'll throw off any player.
3:09 to go. It's a 12-point.
And that'll be the night for number 14, capping off a frustrating evening. I think we're just waiting to figure out who's going to replace Olivia Roy, who's still waiting to come off the floor. Almost feels like a penalty box situation. Cheeseboro has a shot here at getting a season high total. Again, coming into tonight was 36.
She's got 33 so far, by my count.
48-34 inside of 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Throughout the second half, it looks like BR was just kind of forced to take some difficult shots, be it mid-range or three-pointers that maybe were taken a little too early. But that just credits maybe the defense of the Indians and what they forced them to do.
Well, I mean, you combine some poor shooting on the Trojans' part and, you know, some greater offensive play.
Cheeseboro back the other way.
Cheeseboro's part.
Relentless tonight. Over 30 points, and she had, what, 3 in the first quarter?
I don't have a name for number 3. Who just scored.
She did have a lot of support behind her. There's not a foul called here.
Lambert's second foul.
This is the start of a very busy season here for us at BTV. We have obviously this evening's game, but the sports crew going to take a trip to Bentley in a couple weeks. Also have some games over at Bridgewater State, plus our much talked about trip to the Mid-Atlantic region, going to Philly this year. Reminder, you can volunteer here at the studio. Call 508-697-1833 or visit btvaccess.com, which I believe is going to get revamped in the next few weeks or so. Also have Fight Night 3 at the Vets Club. So we got some boxing taking place, a little bit of everything here in the winter sports season as Cronin hits the 3.
Her first point since the first quarter.
Cheryl Seavey burning another timeout here with a minute 41 to go. And it's good to see that this team's just continuing to play to the final buzzer. I mean, we've seen teams that have been down by 12 or 15 just calling it a night here, but continuing to push the pace, continuing to play like it is a one-possession game.
Yeah, the Trojans down by 15 at one point. They've fought back to get it down to 10. And just hit a poor streak of poor shooting. Not really having their best half, only scoring 16 points in the second half. The Lady Indians scoring 22, so I'll put that on the back of Catherine Chesbrough. I have her for 35.
And she's still out here with 1:41 to go. Want to take a second to thank our camera operators. We got Al Lacerda on the baseline. And then, of course, we have the official mayor of Bridgewater, Jeff Fowler, manning the camera up here. To Barber, over to Gangi. Shot clock inside of 10 seconds. Cheesebro. At this point, it's almost like a cheat code having her on the floor for Dartmouth.
Lambert's third foul.
Lambert checking out. As Cheesebro goes 1 for 2 on this trip. Final 60 seconds of what's been a frustrating night here at the regional. And Woodbury counted and the foul. We'll call the foul on Barber. Remy Barber, one of 3 seniors for Dartmouth. Woodbury had a career high 22 points against Drake-It. As the point after rolls out. And a foul given by Woodbury.
2-4.
Bridgewater-Raynham, they'll fall to 5-3. Well, Dartmouth will improve to 7-0, most likely kind of jump into the single digits in the Globe's top 20 rankings. But for BR, if you're going to have a tough night shooting against the number 10 team in the top 20 isn't a bad thing. As a 3 attempt will roll out there. About a second differential, and timeout called by Brian Jalbert with 30.5 seconds to go.
Unofficially, I have Catherine Chesbrough with 37 points for the night.
That would be a season high. As I mentioned earlier, 36 against Greater New Bedford earlier this season.
$37 of their 53 points.
You think about coming into tonight, Dartmouth was just blowing teams out of the water. I had questions as to how you could stop a team like BR that was good on both offense and defense. And I mean, BR is just one of those tough nights shooting the ball. You're going to have those every once in a while. It's just, unfortunately, that's countered by Catherine Cheesebro and the fact that she scored 36, 37 points.
Yeah, when you have a poor night shooting and you're giving up 37 points to the opposition, to one player, you've got a tough road to climb. Delay game warning.
Again, Trojans playing to the final seconds. And how about Floyd going to the floor? Shot clock turned off, so probably BR's final possession of the night. Capped off by Michituono 2, banking home.
Nice move. Again, unofficially 7 points in the night. Three for the Trojans. We'll call her leading number 3 because we don't have a name.
Another chance here for number 10 to add on to the career point total. Woodbury going to take a last haul 3, misses. Everything comes up short, and the Trojans come up short on this night. 55-43, the final score. Kat Cheeseborough had herself quite the night here at the regional skip.
Yes, you can say that. You know, when she scored 39 of their 55 points, it shows how the rest of the team complimented by playing tremendous defense and really forcing the Lady Trojans into some tough shots. They didn't get a lot of easy buckets in the second half, whereas the first half, first quarter anyway, first period anyway, they seemed to be having their way with the Lady Indians.
So the BR Trojans once again will fall to 5-3 on the season. Dartmouth improves their season opening streak here to 7 games with an impressive 55-43 victory. Don't forget, we have a lot of basketball coming up this winter here on BTV, and we hope that you'll tune in as the winter sports season rolls on. So that'll do it up here on the perch. We got Jeff Fowler all the way over there. We got Al Lacerda on the floor. Got Skip Crossman next to me. I am John Luck. Thanks for watching.